Jason, you got to play in the shootout last year for the first time, and I'm wondering what needs to happen in a game like this for Xavier to walk away with a win?
I mean, what we've kind of talked about, and Coach Steele's been in many of these. I can't even remember how many he said he's been in, but he said one of the main things we talk about is being the tougher team and coming out there mentally, physically, just being tougher. We got to rebound the ball. We got to do all the little things to come out with a win in this game.
Paul Doherty. Doc, go ahead. You're still muted, I think.
Sorry about that. Let me try it again. I'm wondering about the atmosphere, quote unquote. How much does the atmosphere, the crowd, play a part in this particular game? And how much do you think not having any atmosphere will matter to either team on Sunday?
I mean, just being a part of it last year, I think the atmosphere makes the game a lot more exciting, and like having the fans behind you on a big run and everything really can change the outcome of a game. And I think not having that this year kind of just makes it neutral. Like those runs, you don't have the crowd behind you on the end of those big runs and get the team going, and it's all got to come from within. And our bench and everybody's got to be bringing the energy, and we just can't depend on fans this year for that.
Thanks.
Adam?
You've got true freshman point guard, two new grad transfers who are all three going to be depended upon in this game to help you guys walk away with the win. Do you try to talk them through a game like this? What do you say to them to make them understand like the magnitude of this game, the level of intensity that's going to be present out there on the floor for 40 minutes?
One of the major things, like I say, is just don't press, don't put more pressure on yourself than you have to. I mean, I hate saying look at it as just another game, but that's kind of like what I say, just ease some of the nerves and everything. But it's one of those things you just got to go out there and experience and get that first minute or two under your belt, and then the nerves start to calm down, and you can go calm down and do your thing from there. So that's kind of like the approach I go with those guys, and just talking them through it.
Go ahead, Adam.
UC has the benefit of getting to watch 5 game films on you guys. You guys only get to see one of their games. And when you watch that game that they played the other night against Lipscomb in preparation for Sunday, what sort of stood out to you about UC? Like, what do you think they do well? What are you guys going to have to deal with on Sunday?
I'll be honest, I haven't watched that game yet. We're going to watch film and start prep today. But I know for us, we just got to be focused on ourselves, and especially this year with everything going on, our main focus is just focusing on what we do well and working at that each and every day, and preparing the same way each and every day, and that'll lead us to the success this season.
Any other questions for Jason? Thanks, Jason.
Thanks.
First question for Nate. Adam?
Nate, I asked you the other night after that game what you knew about UC, and you said that you had heard about the rivalry. Who explained that to you, and what did they say about this game?
Well, honestly, I found out by myself watching film on Xavier before I came, and I just seen how popular it was, and I find out myself. Nobody really told me, but and every game looked intense and just crazy. So I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Adam?
You know, I asked Jason this, and I'm curious from your point of view, what do you think Xavier needs to do on Sunday to walk away with a win? What are the little things in your mind that are going to lead you guys to a victory?
Well, continuing doing what we do best, which is like scoring and playing together, but also just like critiquing our little mistakes, like boxing out and our defensive stuff that we need to work on. But we do those, then I feel like we have a great chance of walking out with a victory.
Adam?
You joined Xavier from Gardner Webb. Was there a game on that schedule when you were down there that kind of, I don't know if any are going to be the same as this one, but were there any that stood out, like from a magnitude standpoint, that you guys got really amped up about?
I wouldn't say it's a big rivalry as Xavier and Cincinnati, but a school called Winthrop. They're a great program. They've always been a great program, and every time we played against them in conference, we just felt like that was a big game because every year they finished at least top 3, and credits to their program. But I would say that's probably the biggest game for us in our conference, Big South.
Go ahead, Adam.
You've been pretty consistent through the first 5 games, and you know, I think this is my 3rd year covering Xavier, and I think it's been a little bit of a trend that, you know, grad transfers come in, it's a step up in competition, it's a little bit of a different dynamic, and you know, there's normally an acclimation period that guys have to go through when they're new to a program, and you've kind of really hit the ground running. Why do you think that is? Why were you so ready for this opportunity?
Well, one, credits to Coach Steele. He's just been giving me amazing confidence this year. And just my training, I've been working all summer and just preparing for this moment. And so I knew from day one I had to come in and make an impact. And luckily I just been doing that.
Follow up, Adam?
Up there behind you on that screen, there's a Skyline Chili logo, and I was curious, have you dabbled yet? Do you have any experience with Skyline Chili?
Yeah, I've had it. I think I prefer the hot dog version than the spaghetti, but I like it.
Adam?
Last thing I got for you, you know, you guys played a couple nights ago, and I know you got the day off yesterday, but knowing that the shootout is on Sunday, has there been a different vibe in Cintas in the locker room amongst the guys? Like, can you sense anything from that standpoint?
Oh, yeah, definitely. We've been talking about it. We've been preparing for this moment, and it's a big game for us, but we're going to treat it like any other game and just go out there and do our best. But it's a pretty big game, and we're going to be prepared for it.
Any other questions for Nate? Thanks, Nate.